Okay guys, here is the 3DS. I've spent some time playing with it, checking out its features, and I wanted to bring you guys a hardware review. Oh, there's the camera. There's me. Okay. Anyways, wanted to bring you guys a hardware review that's talking about like how the system feels, some of its features, stuff like that. So, first of all, let's start off with the look. I absolutely love it. I mean, it could be a little thinner. It's about that thick, but you know, I love the color scheme. It feels a lot better than the other DS. It has like a sleek thing, sleek feel to it. I'm not quite sure how to describe that, but so let's take a look at the outside. As you can see, there are two cameras right here. They can take 3D pictures, which is awesome. Back, nothing really special. Stuff here, normal stuff. This is where the 3DS cartridges go, just like the regular DS. Pop out and pop back in. Nothing you haven't seen before. So here's where the stylus is. Now, this is reminiscent of the original DS, and it has a stylus very similar in look, but this one pops out. It's called, get my fingers there, telescoping. So yeah, that's the stylus. Cool. Just gonna go ahead and put this back in. Show you guys 3DS again. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, let's open this thing up. Okay, immediately you're going to notice this. This is what everyone notices at first. This thing is the slide pad, and unlike the PSP one, it is actually really good and really accurate with controls. Like, I was playing Pilot Wings Resort, and it just provides a really easy control scheme for the game. It really couldn't be done with anything else. Like, it is not a game you could use the D-pad for. So this is very much a necessity for 3D gaming. Very much a necessity. Same buttons as the DS. Power button. D-pad, same as the DS. And here is the little 3-button trifecta, I guess you could say. Select, start, and home. Now, they're buttons, but they don't look like buttons. They just look like words written on a straight thing. But they are buttons. I don't know if you can hear that, but they click when you press them. And so, now let's move up to the top. Here is the... Oh, let's see if I can get that in there. Okay. Move my face out of the way so you guys can see it. Here is the widescreen... I don't know what you'd call it. It's a widescreen, though. That's the point. And it provides really good graphics. I mean, really crisp, clean, bright. Good God, eye-melting bright. But yeah, it's really, really awesome. There's also a camera up there for taking pictures. It's not a 3D one, though. Alright, now let's move on to this. This is very important. This is the 3D slider. And basically it starts in the off, and you can slide it up to go to 3D, or you can slide it anywhere in between there to adjust the levels of 3D. Now, personally, my comfort zone is about right there, about in the middle. I like playing 3D games right there, so this is just like, boom, in your face 3D, oh my god, real life, just destroy your soul 3D. This is pretty good for me, and this is just completely off. Games still look good if they're off. Graphics are still awesome. So, tired of looking at my camera up there in the reflection, so let's get down to some real business. I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights off so I can show you some of the system's features itself after you turn it on. So, let's take a look at that. Okay, now that the lights are off, I'm going to begin to show you guys some of the features of the system itself. I'm not putting this in 3D mode, obviously, because you guys wouldn't be able to see it. Before we start, I just have to say one thing. I know this sounds cliche, but the 3D for the 3DS is something you really need to see to believe. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before, and you gotta check it out. It's amazing. Just at a friend's house or something, or buy it yourself. You gotta see it. So, let's take a look at the menu. Very similar to the DSi menu. You can actually change the layout. Where's my style? Okay, you can change it right there. Bunch of different ways you can change it. You can condense the mess out of it, or expand the mess out of it, whatever you feel like doing. So, here we go, and you can move around the menu. Pretty simple stuff. Don't really need to explain it, but I'm going to go ahead and talk about each one of these individually. Okay. Catchy music. Alright, but this is the game, where you can just, click on it, play the game you have loaded into the DS, stuff like that. I got Pilot Wings in there right now, but I'll talk about that game in a different video. The 3DS camera takes some 3D photos, or regular photos, whatever you feel like taking. 3DS sound, Pretty much same thing as DS sound. AR games. Alright, this is one of the most unique things I have ever seen. Pretty much, you place a card on a flat surface on the ground or something, and all of a sudden the 3DS will pick it up and things will just start popping out of the floor, and they look like they're really there, like interacting with the floor. Like the floor will start moving and stuff, like there will be a dragon under it trying to burst out of the floor, and it'll pop out of the floor. It looks awesome, and it is just, like, I know it's just like kind of a cliche gimmick just to look cool, but man, it looks cool. It just shows the 3D so well, and it just shows the creativity of Nintendo, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's pretty much what the AR games is. It stands for augmented reality. Anyways, here's the Mii Plaza. That's for like Street Pass, as you can see there, where Miis are exchanged, stuff like that. This is the actual Mii making area where you can make your own Miis just like on the Wii, or you can take a picture of yourself and it will make a Mii for you. And it's actually pretty darn cool. We got some funny results, and mine was actually pretty accurate. System settings, I can talk about that. Face Raiders. This is really cool. You take a picture of yourself, and all of a sudden you're fighting yourself, like you're shooting yourself around the room, and it's like there's little minions of you coming out of the room. It's really cool. I actually might show that to you guys. Can't really show you the augmented reality because you need 3D for that, but yeah. Alright, so here's download play, exactly like DS. Activity log is talking about pretty much what you did during the day. It's kind of a useless thing, but I don't know, I kind of like it. And health and safety information. Alright, so let's get to the chase. Pretty much so many features. I like all of them. Really cool. Like, there's some stuff like the augmented reality that they didn't even need to put in, but it's just awesome that they did. And I can't complain about it. I can't critique them because they didn't have to put it in at all, and it's just awesome. Any complaints? Sheesh. If I had to say one bad thing about the 3DS, I'd have to say its battery life is really poor. 3 to 5 hours, not really, you know, I don't really dig that too much, but, you know, I don't travel much, like I said in my first video, so it doesn't really affect me as much as it might affect other people that may only play this while they're traveling. But, yeah, that's just summing up the features of the 3DS. All in all, I was extremely impressed, and, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and turn the lights back on and explain a couple more things, so thanks. Alright, I've talked about pretty much all the features of the 3DS, but there's a couple things I want to talk to you guys about. There's two things I forgot to mention, Street Pass and Spot Pass. And basically what Spot Pass is when your 3DS is just sitting still on its charger, it can get like information and a bunch of random crap from like by accessing a LAN point or something. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but you know, an extra thing that they added. Same thing with Street Pass, except you pass each other. Like if you're walking on the road and there's another person with a 3DS, they will exchange like Miis, and if you have Street Fighter, they'll battle figurines, stuff like that. And I just thought it was really cool, so I'm going to go ahead and give the conclusion about the 3DS as a hardware. Now, I'm not, like, I can't stress enough how I'm not reviewing the 3DS overall, just some of its features, just the way it feels, just stuff like that. Every system should be reviewed based on its games. I'm just telling you guys about, you know, again, how it feels, the features. So, I probably have to give this an 8.5 out of 10. Basically, what takes this down, big time for me, the battery life just kills it for me. And that's the biggest problem with the system. Overall, though, sturdy system, designed well, looks good. It's a bit thick, so that takes it down a couple more points for me, but, you know, those are really not big issues at all. What I'm really looking forward to see is the games, and I know Nintendo, and I know they're going to release good games. We got Mario, we got Zelda, we got Star Fox, Kid Icarus. We're getting good games, and this is going to just be a phenomenal system, so I cannot stress to you enough how you got to go out and buy this. So thanks for watching my review. Sorry my brother wasn't here for this one, but he'll definitely be here for the Pilot Wings one, so catch you guys later.